In this video, Maggie Stevenson is going to walk us through the Leeder property, which sits on 3 different types of terrain: a grassland, a forest, and a wetland. Follow along as Maggie explains and shows us each one of these areas.
This field here on the Leeder property is home to several nesting bobolinks. So bobolinks are a species at risk. They nest on the ground. So what happens is so farmers will hay the fields before the birds have fledged, so they're not really able to get out of the way. But on all of the twilt properties, we have agreements with farmers to hay the fields after the birds have already fledged.
The largest part of the land is forest. Hundreds and hundreds of species of wildlife and plants live here.
These are young beech trees here, and so the bark is smooth on them. There's a disease now called beech bark disease. So it's a little invasive insect comes in and pierces a hole in the tree, and then fungus starts growing on it.
So it's a beech tree?
Yes, American beech tree.
Now Maggie is going to take us to the wetlands.
So the Leeders Creek Wetland Complex, it runs from Graham Lake down to Charleston Lake, and it's one of the main tributaries to Charleston Lake. So the wetlands here are really important for filtering out the water, removing any potential contaminants before it enters into Charleston Lake, which is a highly sensitive lake trout lake. So that monitor, it has a microphone up here, so at nighttime it records bats, just the sounds that the bats make. So at nighttime they would be coming out here. Over the water would be a really good place to catch insects. Mosquitoes are a favorite of theirs. If it weren't for bats, we'd probably be overrun with mosquitoes.
Maggie and I were also able to spot a muskrat house. You can see it if you look closely. This property is home to many different forms of life, and that is why we ask you not to trespass. We want to keep this land safe forever. Thank you for following along on our virtual tour. We hope you learned something new today.